up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut. Don't make way for a prodigy. Touchdown in a new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get took, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut. Don't make way for a prodigy.
Back on my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say?
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Steps away to his left. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Prescott now. That is caught by Lamb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up a throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to Tony. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. Just a gain of a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown. Cowboys. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far.
A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be caught by Tony. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Here's Chandler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Chandler on second down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On second down now, Byers, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, it's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. the middle they go. Byers in a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Byers only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Lamb will go in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Gets by him at the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Byers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Vikings nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This is caught by Addison. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to to the 15 here. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They run it with Chandler. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
The score, Cowboys 21, Vikings nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On play action, Prescott. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a handoff up the middle. Byers. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 7-yard pickup.
On second down, Byers. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 56 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. He gets it to Addison. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And just when the offense seemed to be figuring things out, they have a little bit of a setback there. Finally getting a drive going. They can't let that stop them, especially since they've been shut out this far in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now Chandler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. That is caught, and he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Chandler on a check down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, C.D.? He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kadarius Toney from 10 yards out. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Byers.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Third and 2.
On third down, Byers. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Byers.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that open.